Jennilynne, thanks for sharing that approach to bar session. I know that was a quickie, and there's so much more that goes to it. How do you wrap up a session? I mean, you've done all this work. How do I know it's going to stick?
Well, one of the very last points that we actually run is something called restructuring of bodies. And so by running that one actually for about 5 to 7 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer, anything that the person has cleared, released, or let go of during the session, running those particular bars points actually ensures that that doesn't come back unless they
really?
choose for it to.
So this is a way to also deal with emotional trauma.
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to use this with somebody who's experienced emotional trauma anymore? You know, we talk about post-traumatic stress syndrome, and that could be from, I mean, it doesn't have to be a scene of war. I mean, we know that's devastating. But you can run into that by seeing a bad auto accident on the highway and then be afraid to drive.
Absolutely.
So you have seen results with the bars on issues like that?
Yes. So
And then this last thing helps it from coming back?
Yes, it does. So I've worked with several clients who have PTSD or who have had PTSD utilizing the bars, and sometimes they'll actually couple it with another body process that helps release it even more.
Because you can actually get those traumas, like in an auto accident, it may be stuck in your shoulders, right? You've had the trauma, so you'll find traumas stuck in other areas of the body?
Absolutely. It's because what happens is it actually gets into our cells and the cellular memory of our body, and so we're releasing all of that as well. And we don't necessarily even have to touch those specific body points.
Oh, really?
So while I'm running a bar session, I will ask verbally for that specific body process to turn on and run through their body, which helps to stop the looping, which is what usually is going on with the person who has PTSD. They're looping back to that memory. So combining the bars with that body process just while running their bars actually helps to stop the looping.
Oh, that's fascinating. So do you know if this has been used much for, say, veterans?
It has actually. There have been a number of people. I have a couple of clients myself that are veterans, but there have been people who have done larger studies with veterans.
Oh, that's wonderful, because I think you find, I know when I've looked at different modalities with PTSD, it uses so much of their life energy. Because to your point, they're stuck in replay, in a loop.
Yes.
So it's like giving them back their freedom.
Absolutely.
Well, I know Kelsey felt some great moves in just the few minutes that we did that. Her descriptions of what she was feeling as far as expansiveness. Is that a common thing that you hear from clients?
It is very common
Yeah.
that comment about more space.
More space.
Yes.
Have you seen this relief for them, even just doing bars? Somebody who may never have come in may be coming to you because they have pain in their lower back. Have you seen that bars will help with just a variety of things?
It absolutely can. Again, because we're hitting on so many different points that are activating, those stuck points of view or limiting beliefs around different things inside and outside of the body.
Mm-hmm.
So it absolutely can. Now, typically, if they're mentioning they have a specific pain in a specific area, I'm asking more questions and maybe looking at other body processes we can run as well. But the bars can definitely be a huge contribution to that changing just by them changing their thoughts and beliefs around the ability for it to change.
I have been doing this type of work in interviews for quite a while, and I'm always fascinated with the path and the journey that people take. And I know access consciousness is a wonderful modality. I suspect it's probably not the first modality most of your clients have tried.
Usually not. Usually they've tried a number of other things, myself included, before I found it. So usually they've tried a number of other things before they get to me.
So how do most clients find you now?
A lot of them actually end up finding me from my profile on the Access Consciousness website, and a number of other places as well.
So Gary and Dane have both written books. I know I've read their books. Dane's got a book or two out, and so does Gary, around access consciousness and its philosophy. I would suspect that some of your clients, if they haven't read them, they've stumbled across them.
Yes, a lot of them actually, because there are also a lot of voice clips and YouTube videos and a lot of free content that's out there. They will have found some of that content, and then they go on the Access website and look for someone in their local area, and then they find me.
So do you very often find somebody who's not been to the MD already and gotten some diagnosis, or been told, we don't know what's wrong with you, so you heard, everything looks fine, systems are on?
Yes, that does actually happen quite a bit. And so by the time they get to me, they're like, I will try anything, please just help me.
So I think maybe the advice we might give is that when you get there, you can shortcut that by trying Access first.
Yes, absolutely.
Because you're really working, I love the idea that you talked about working with that inner genius that's in you.
Yes.
To me, in craniosacral work, they call it the inner physician. In some modalities, they call it body intelligence. But it's with the idea that really your body knows how to heal
Yes.
better than our left brain, right?
Yes.
And that what you're doing is helping cooperate with that system.
Absolutely.
So we're using points basically to turn that on, using the meridian systems, the points within the body, help it to wake up and identify itself.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think it's a beautiful modality from that. What might you tell somebody who's never done Access before? We got Kelsey across there, brand new, heard about it. Why might they come to you? What could you deliver for them?
Well, really, I'm going to listen to their body and work with the energies of their body already to help them heal their body and change, in a very easy, gentle, non-threatening way. And the reason why I love the Access tools particularly so much is because they personally have been the thing that I have found that has been the simplest and worked the fastest.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. I appreciate your kindness in offering the education today. And again, if you want more information about Jennilynne or about Access Consciousness, check out her link below. She is here in Colorado and teaches here in Colorado, but you'll find Access Consciousness providers all over the world, I do believe.
All over the world in over 183 countries.
Yep, very, very wide network. So it's not a baby modality. It's been around for a while and it's really caught on like wildfire. All right. Thanks for joining us today.